What up, YouTube? It's your main man, Boys for Life, coming at you with another fucking video. Now, I'm on my way to go sell some plasma. Now, I haven't done that in a minute, but I'm doing it. Why? Because one, I get paid to do it. It's not much, but I sell it. And two, I do it because it helps save people. Like a few years ago, my aunt went through some shit in the hospital, and she had transplants and everything. So I'm doing it because I know I'm saving people. But what I want to talk about, since the 2018 season is finally over, what I want to talk about is the schedule for next year. My predictions of when I think it's going to happen. Now, this is based off of the team we have now. Now, I know with free agency and shit, it's subject to change next year, and I'll do a prediction next season, either going into training camp or middle of the training camp or right before the season starts, when I know we have, who I have on the team as far as health-wise, who's healthy, who's injury, what drafts we did, whatever. And, so on and so forth, taking into consideration the other teams as well. But at home, I'm going to do home games and I'm going to do away games. So, home games I'm going to do first. We got, of course, the divisional games. We have Philly, we have New York, we have Washington, we have Green Bay, Minnesota, Buffalo, Miami, and the Rams. So the divisional games, we already know the divisional games can go either way, but the divisional games for us, Washington, Philly, and New York, 3 wins right off the bat. Home game, because I honestly think the way we did it this past season, where we won most of our home games, all but one pretty much, I think that's the way it's going to be this year. So 3 games at home. Washington, Philly, New York, 3 wins. After that, we got Minnesota. Minnesota got Kirk Cousins. We own Kirk Cousins. Their defense isn't that well, and as you saw last year, Kirk Cousins, Steelens, Diggs, they weren't on the same page. They weren't on the same page at all. And the running game, it ain't all that. It ain't all that like it was a couple years ago. Their defense is taking a hit. So that's a win. That's 4-0 already. When it comes to, then we got Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is a year older. Clay Matthews is a year older. That defense ain't what it used to be. Unless Green Bay gets some weapons around Aaron Rodgers, and that defense makes amazing strides, that's a win. I don't see us losing to Aaron Rodgers this year at all. Especially the way our defense is played. It's a good meal replacement. Minnesota, Green Bay, Buffalo. Buffalo's Buffalo. That's a win. That's a win. So what is that? 6-0 already at home. Miami. Miami's hit or miss. Now, if they don't have Tannehill, if they don't trade for Foles or whatever, and they don't have a quarterback going into next year, that's a win. It's a win. Now the Rams, judging the way they played us the past couple years, I'm not going to take into consideration Golf being stunned against the genius Bill Belichick. I'm just going to chalk that. I'm going to chuck that up as well. So that's 7-1. 7-1 at home. Okay. Now we're going to go to the aways. The away. Of course, the away. We have Washington, we have Philly, we have New York. We have the Jets. We have drawing a blank. The Jets, the Patriots, Chicago, Detroit, and the Saints. So when it comes to New York, at home, the defense ain't what it used to be. Jack Rabbit hasn't been a factor since Dez Bryant was gone. Collins, I'm not even sure if he's going to be there, if he resigns or whatever, because I don't know. I don't even know if he's up for contract. So let's just say he's there. But he's a year older, step slower, whatever. They traded their best defensive tackle in Harris. That defensive line needs work. That offensive line still needs retooling. Odell Beckham is still a drama queen, king, whatever, drama queen. And Eli Manning is still Eli Manning. Yes, he can pull shit out of his ass, but he's a year older, another year slower. We've seen him. Arm strength gone. And their front seven, their offensive line, no. So that's a win. I'm going to give Philly, even though we swept them last year, I'm going to give Philly this win. I'm going to give Philly this win at home in their own place, getting revenge on us, beating us at home. So that's loss number 2. Washington, again, no quarterback. That's another win. So that's 9-2 so far, right? Yeah. 9-2. 9-2 so far. Or 8-2. My bad. 8-2. Yeah. No, 9-2. Then we have the Jets. That's a win. Let's see, the Jets and the Patriots. We go into Foxborough. If it's a late game in December, if we play the Pats early on, week 2, week 3, week 4, maybe I'll chalk that up at maybe that's a win. Maybe. But right now, to me, if we play them late November, December, if that's a Thanksgiving game in Foxborough, to me that's a loss. So that's loss number 3. So our losses are going to be to the Rams at home, Philly away, and the Patriots. Okay. Then we got Chicago. Chicago's got a great defense. If Trubisky is not on his game, that's a win. If he's not on his game, that's a win. But let's just say Dak has a bad game. Let's just say Trubisky does enough. So I'm going to give the Bears that win in Chicago. So that's 4 losses, right? We got 4 now. Then we got Detroit. The biggest thing about Detroit was Golden Tate. Golden Tate's gone. So with Matthew Stafford being another year older, a step slower, like everyone else, that's a win. So we got 4 losses so far. And then we have, who else do we have away? We had Philly, Chicago. Well, we had Philly, New York, Washington, the Jets, the Pats, Detroit, Chicago, and New Orleans. Now, New Orleans is going to take, I think, vengeance on us. They're going to get revenge. But at the same time, we saw the way Drew Brees looked against the Rams. We saw Drew Brees just like that. His arm strength, everything just didn't look well. And the way we flustered him when we played him in the Superdome, I think we go 12-4 next year. 12-4 next year. Our losses are going to be to Philly away, to the Rams at home, to the Pats away, and to the Bears away. 4 losses. That's what I think is going to happen. That's my prediction. 12-4 for next year. Now, any Eagle fan, I know Eagle fans are going to come and say we're delusional that we're not going to do this. But if you look at our schedule, really, the Dolphins, the Jets, Buffalo, we're going to get our wins against the Giants. We're going to get our wins against the Redskins. I know we're going to sweep the Redskins for sure. It's not far-fetched for us to go 12-4 again, win the division. I know we have trouble winning with the first place schedule, but if you look at this place first schedule, I think out of all the first place schedules throughout the NFL, we have the easiest one. We do. The AFC North, right? That's the Pats, the Jets. It's not, or are they the AFC? I don't know. But anyway, it's not far-fetched to go 12-4 next year. It's not. But that's all I got on our schedule for next year. Tomorrow I'll probably do a video on Nick Foles and what's going to happen with him and what I think teams should do, because they are picking up his contract. Nick Foles did buy it out. If they franchise tag him, if I'm another organization, they can rescind that franchise tag. And if I'm another organization, I am waiting till they do that, because if they franchise tag him and no one bites on a trade, guess what? The Eagles are strapped for at least $30 million in cap space for quarterbacks, and you're not going to pay $24 million for a quarterback, a backup quarterback. And no, and I know the Eagle fans, Nick Foles is God because he won a Super Bowl, but Nick Foles is not that good of a quarterback. He's only good in that system. Now, Eagle fans, stop bringing up, well, he's more than what Dak can do. Well, you know what? We ain't talking about Dak. We're talking about your quarterback situation and what y'all got going on. But anyway, that's it. I'm out. Peace.